All right, up and rolling, live on a Thursday night. How you guys doing tonight? Hope all is well in your world, all is well in mine. It's been a little bit more for me. I've actually spent some time on the power plant Lake Welsh. Been cheating a little bit over there in the hot water. It's been a lot of fun though. We're going to talk about that tonight because Lake Welsh is a lot of fun right now. See who all stepping up in here. I see some comments popping up already. Random Skills, Ripping Lips, Crappy-itis. Dudley Do-Right, he says. Drummer Troy. Raging Cajun. Oh, that's my guy from today, the Raging Cajun. Matt Scotch in the house. Well, Matt Scotch, I ain't seen you in a while. Hope everything's good for you, buddy. Nick Cavazos. David Davis. That's like almost a Ricky Bobby type name right there, David Davis. First or last, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Well, hey, like I said, been fishing at Lake Welsh. Lake Welsh is a lot of fun right now. There's actually a lot of fish spawning. We're going to talk about that in the baits that we're using. Lake Fork is still a bit of a grind. It's a little bit better, but, I mean, it's not easy. It's tough. We'll just go ahead and start talking about the baits that we're using, okay? So on Fork, I'm going to give you some baits for Fork and some baits if you're going to fish hot water lakes, heated lakes. The Lake Fork baits will apply to, other lakes in the area. And then the heated lakes obviously are kind of their own beast. But these two right here, lipless crankbait, suspending jerkbait, definitely those two tied on without a doubt if you're going to any cold water, all of our normal lakes. Throwing the crawfish color, that's been the best producer for me lately. Alright, sorry about that. We're back. Anyway, jerkbait color is kind of like a ghost clown color. A little faded yellow on bottom, a little red on the head, but really... I'll try to hang this one for my hat. This one's a little tougher because the hook's not as big. Is that big crankbait that we used that one time. This one's going to be a little tougher. Have to be careful here, boys and girls. Alright. Lipless crankbait, suspending jerkbait. That's a rod down, pimp in distress. It's okay, don't worry about it. This monstrosity of a thing called an Alabama rig is also very important right now on all lakes. I can't do this. I can't do the jerkbait on the hat. Sorry, folks. But that is the umbrella that I'm using is a Smash Tech custom bait smash rig. It's held up really well. I've caught a ton of fish on that this year already. It's held up really, really good. One of the big things about using this umbrella rig is I'm using these 6-inch jig heads that have screw locks on them. You can kind of see that one's exposed a little bit right there. But guys, these baits, I literally changed out a swim bait for the first time on this thing today in like a couple weeks. Those screw locks on those jig heads from 6-inch fishing are a big deal when you're using an Alabama rig, because when you got 5 baits, if you're constantly changing out the baits, you can waste a lot of time fiddling with the baits. And those screw locks just keep them where they stay on there forever and ever. So those are the 3 baits. If I'm going Lake Fork, I'm going to take an Alabama rig. I'm going to fish it on main lake points, secondary points, and bridge aprons, which are kind of like points as well. So that's what I'm going to look for with the Alabama rig and the suspending jerkbait as well. I'm also going to get around some of that grass and throw the lipless crankbait. That's what I'm doing on Fork. Now, the hot water lakes. Let's talk about those. Lake Welsh in particular, they're spawning. There's fish spawning. You can literally sight fish. But a lot of these heated lakes have really clear water. And Heath Taylor released a new bait called the Poacher here not too long ago. And I told you guys it was going to be awesome in the spring. Well, on the hot water lakes, it's basically spring because the fish are spawning. And that joker right there is flat out catching them on those hot water lakes. So if you're getting on heated lakes and you want to go sight fishing looking for some bed fish, which is a lot of fun, why wouldn't you? If you don't, then you're just not American, I don't think. But put this Weightless Poacher in your hand. That's an 8/0 owner beast hook in there, 5-inch bait. And this thing is flat out catching them in the areas all around the areas that they'll be spawning in. So wherever you're seeing spawning fish, fish just outside of those in those coves, that bait right there. That sucker I'm telling you guys, that bait's a home run. An absolute home run that bait is. And then we're sight fishing as well, which sight fishing, you know, any little creature bait, I'm using a little Menace, Strike King Menace type bait. I actually took the skirt off a 6 cents hybrid jig, 3/8 ounce 6 cents hybrid jig, and that's what I've been using it on. It's been working really well on the bedfish, but you could use any of your preferred small profile creature baits for sight fishing on the hot water lakes right now. So that's what we're doing. Cold water fishing with a jerkbait trap umbrella rig, and then swim baiting and sight fishing. Welsh and what other lakes are heated? Martin Creek is heated. Brandy Branch is heated. Squaw Creek is heated down south. What's that lake down? God dang, I'm having a brain cramp here. I know it well. Fairfield's not heated anymore, but the Fayette County is heated. We still got a lot of heated lakes in Texas. There it is, Fayette, Captain Ron. Thank you, brother. Got the 6 cent subscription box because I heard about it in one of your vids. Dude, the 6 cent subscription box, like that thing is so cool. Like the subscription box idea was really cool with like Mystery Tackle Box and Lucky Tackles, all those guys. But the deal with 6 Cents Fishing, you get a subscription box from them. They actually can, they let you do a survey and you can kind of tailor it for your area, the time of year. And it's a bunch of guys that actually know and care about fishing that are picking what goes in that box. And so it's just a better mousetrap when it comes to the subscription box deal. Ciara, get jiggy with it. Okay. Captain Ron, me and Captain Ron, by the way, speaking of Lake Welsh, I believe that me and Captain Ron are fishing a tournament on Lake Welsh Saturday morning. There is an open tournament. You can launch your boat at 6, first cast at 6:30. So if you guys want to come join us and fish a little derby with us, it's not a real expensive derby. I don't even know what the cost is, but it's pretty cheap little deal, jackpot style. And me and Captain Ron are going to be fishing as a team in that deal. So if y'all want to come out and hang out with us, fish against us, maybe you can beat us. Lord knows that is certainly possible because I've got a whole about 2 days on Welsh right now, so I don't really not that in tune with where the bigger fish are and all that stuff. But yeah, come on out to Lake Welsh and hang out with us and compete in a little tournament. Captain Ron's getting after it. What about the big Smash Tech hollow belly? Yeah, on the power plant lakes, absolutely on the big hollow belly. The water temps are such that we were really catching those good last spring on Fork, and those same water temps, the upper 60s, lower 70s, that's perfect for those hollow bellies. Yeah, Captain Ron, he's posting them big fish on the gram. I'm telling you, that dude, he hangs around them biggins. Would I rather catch a 10-pound bass or kill a 10-point buck? Oh, bro. People that deer hunt their whole life kill a bunch of 10-point bucks. People that bass fish their whole life catch a few 10-pounders. Like 10-pound bass, no doubt. Yeah, I'm going to watch the game as soon as this is over. We're taking you right up to kickoff tonight, folks at home. It ain't on yet. That game ain't started there, Mojo. Calm down. Mojo's all worried about a silly football game. I have a tournament on Ray Hubbard this weekend. I'm not too sure what to throw. Please help. Man, I wish I knew more about Ray Hubbard. Somebody that knows Ray Hubbard, comment and help that boy out. Help old buddy get his stuff lined out. I have a question. I hear about slow things down and everything goes deep, but then you say you still throw a chatterbait in shallow in winter. Are they basically all over? No, they're not all over, but there are two different sources. There are fish that, here's the thing about bass fishing. There's always shallow bass in Texas. Like whether it's Lake Fork, Lake Palestine, Lake Conroe, Rayburn, there's always quality fish shallow. And there's been some kind of like deal over the last 15 years where everybody's like, well, you want to catch some big ones, you got to go deep. But yet, every year in the guide tournament, I fish in a foot of water and I finish in the top 5 every year. So, There's both. Like, to answer your question, there's always fish all over. Like, there's always deep fish on fork, and there's always shallow fish. Now, that being said, in the wintertime when I'm fishing shallow, I 100,000% am looking for grass. If there's no grass, then I'm less likely to fish shallow, but I will still shallow fish. It's just I don't have as much confidence. I hope that answers that question. That was a very complex question. What else for Welsh? I'm coming Christmas Eve. But swim bait and sight fishing is the deal. I mean, you can just go spring fishing. You can probably catch some on a frog and some of that matted grass out there. You can flip some grass, go punching. Boy, I'm telling you. Welsh is just kind of like go pond fishing, man. Jason Garrett looks like that redhead at McDonald's. You mean like Ronald? I don't know if Ronald could clap that much, though. The Cowgirls are going to lose again today. You do know they've been winning lately, right? I'm just checking. My dream is to be a guide. How much would it cost for me to come fish you? Well, my daily rates are $450 a day for one or two people, so if you got a buddy to split it with. But it's $450 total. Somebody talking about tournament rules. As far as no information, you can get information. I guess that would be a gray area right there, because here's the deal. You can watch my videos and get information, right? But if you solicit it and ask for it from me like Prosper Fishing did, I think you are breaking the rules. But because it's public and everybody can see it, I don't know. You might not be breaking rules. Like, that's a real gray area kind of situation there. Because you can watch YouTube videos out before your tournament. You can go search Ray Hubbard YouTube videos, and if there's Ray Hubbard videos out there, then you can see what's out there. Captain Ron, you have seen. Captain Ron says he's got lunch for us at the tournament Saturday. Am I good with Spam and crackers? Captain Ron, you have seen what a fine beast of a machine this is right here. I mean, when you IT'd me, I never slowed down. I'm just saying, this is one heck of a beastly machine. I do not feed it Spam, son. We're going to need something more meat on its bones than Spam. Now, you bring a couple cheeseburgers out there, we'll be all right. Isaac Clark, you are a douchebag, buddy. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry to the rest of y'all, but that Isaac Clark guy is really weird. Billy almost had a heart attack. Yeah. I had a heart attack when Ronnie Kelly tried to tell me we're going to eat Spam Saturday. That's when I had a heart attack. Oh, Frisco, Texas, my fellow Devil Dog asked if I took an Epsom salt bath after the IT session. I did not. I handled it just like I handled everything in the Marine Corps. Rub some dirt on it and keep stepping, baby. That's just what we do in that old cream corn. I think the weather will get the bass feeding, possibly. I mean, there's definitely a front coming through tomorrow, but the water temps aren't really going to drop because the air temps aren't really going to drop. So, yeah, I think there's a good possibility for this little weather system to maybe kick on a little bit of a feed bag. Isaac Clark went in troll today. Where's KVD been? Why is KVD not watching the live stream anymore? I'm so disappointed. He must be. What rod and reel combo would you suggest for a college student who can't spend more than $200 for a combo? Well, without a doubt, the reel I'm going to tell you to buy is going to be Daiwa CC80 off Tackle Warehouse. It's like $65. On a rod, man, there's a lot of good ones in that $100 range. There really is. Dobbins has some low end stuff that's pretty good. I mean, I would say 6 cents fishing, but that's going to put you a little above your 200 total. I mean, the Lux rod is $150, but for $150, you're getting an awesome, awesome deal. So I would say up your total spend by $15 and get you a Daiwa CC80 and a 6 cents fishing Lux rod, and you'll have a phenomenal. Like, that's the setup. I have those on my boat right now, and I use them every day. They're awesome. KVD might be violating the MLF rules by watching the live stream. That's why he doesn't watch the live stream anymore. That is a line of the night, Frisco. Good job there. Captain Ron throwing a plug in there. Hey, be sure when you do go get anything from 6centsfishing.com that you're using that code, Your Lake Fork Guide, on the checkout screen in the promo box to get a 10% discount on all orders. Can I remember the first double digit you ever caught? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was punching grass with a jig, punching shallow grass with a big jig. In Okeechobee crawl color. I remember it like it was yesterday. CC80 or CR80 is great. Yeah, those great. I mean, for the money, that Daiwa CC80, man, that $65. I mean, it's unbelievable. $65 for that reel. It's incredible. Blake Horton wants me to ban Isaac Clark. I'm not going to ban him, dude. He's fine. eBay for better price on a CC80. That's true. There you go. eBay for better price on a CC80. What time is it? Is it football? Is the game starting yet? Is it 7:20? It's got to be getting close. Do I know of anyone that sells a map lane card for Garmin just for Lake Fork? No, I don't. But you can buy one of the other ones and convert the file to a GPX file, and it should work on your Garmin. Just kicked off. Okay, kickoff has happened. We'll do a quick recap on top 5 baits. I did cold and hot baits. I did 3 for cold. I set an Alabama rig, a suspending jerkbait, a lipless crankbait for cold lakes, and I said a weedless swim bait. I'm using the new Poacher from Smash Tech, and I'm sight fishing with small creature baits on the hot lakes. So weedless swim bait, sight fishing on hot lakes, lipless crankbait, spinning jerkbait, Alabama rig on the cold lakes. That being said, let's go watch some football, y'all. We appreciate all you guys joining. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me that you guys hang out with me that every week like you do. Put up with all the connectivity issues we have from time to time. There was a whole bunch of y'all in here stayed the whole time. So thank you guys so much. Hope y'all catch a bunch of fish this weekend. And we'll see you guys next time right here on your Lake Fork Guide.